Okay, I'm finally back with another Family Guy video. My video stopped on me again. I noticed it's not doing it as much as it was. I think I figured out the problem. There may be too many apps on my phone. I'm not sure. But yeah, it stopped on me again at like 4-something minutes. So yeah. Anywho, I was saying I had some sad news. Grandma Rose, I call her Grandma Rose, but she's my great-grandma. She passed away on Monday. She passed away at 95. She was almost 96. Almost 96 years old. She passed away. But yes, she passed away from old age, and but she would have been 96 next month on the 5th, which is November 5th. But I heard she passed away in Papa's arms. Which, by the way, Papa, I call him Papa. Some people call that her grandpa's. I call him Papa. But that's Papa's mom. Her name was Ruth Rose. I actually didn't mention that, her name, when I made the video the first time around. But yes, she passed away. And sadly, we don't know exactly what happens when we die. We don't. Some think you are a ghost. Some people think you go to heaven. Some people think nothing happens when you die. No one knows. It can be very terrifying. It can be very terrifying indeed. But we're hoping. What we want to do is we want to enjoy our time on Earth while we can, and maybe in the future people will come up with better technology where people can live longer, you know? But yeah, death is a very scary thing. A lot of people fear death. It's very scary. I kind of do myself, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when you don't know what happens when you die, it's kind of scary. But yes, I'm gonna be making a video on Family Guy in Season 2, a special episode dedicated to my Grandma Rose passing away. She passed away on Monday at the beginning of this week. She passed away, I think around 2 o'clock, I think is what they said, I'm not sure. It was really sad, though. But anywho, enough about that. I will miss her. I really will. Hopefully the video doesn't mess up this time. If it does, I'm probably going to just turn this into a part 2. But if you look up there on the intro, I didn't mention that last time. But you see Meg, Stewie, and Chris's portraits don't have faces on them. They're all messed up. But yeah, they're all messed up. I'm wondering if that's because of, you know, they had a cheap budget or something. Maybe that's why it's like that. I don't know. But even in Season 2, they're like that too, until a little bit later down the road. And then they add faces, but they still have different outfits on. And then way later down the road, they completely change their design. They have their normal clothes on, except Chris. Chris has like his tux on. You know what you wear when you go to a job or something. That's what he has on. It's kind of strange, honestly. But yes. Anywho, I'm gonna get into the episode. Hopefully, it doesn't stop on me this time. It's getting better, but it still does it, which is not a good thing. Television. Television. A thing that people love to watch with their families. Families, friends, siblings, etc., etc. There are lots of shows though. There are shows like SpongeBob, Mickey Mouse, Scooby-Doo, Garfield. The list goes on and on. Anywho, how is season 1, episode 2 of Family Guy? Well, I gotta say, it's actually a pretty interesting episode. It really is. Basically, the story goes like this. Meg wants to get her license so she can drive a car, but Peter is too addicted to television to do that. She wants to drive, though. She wants to be able to drive. But yeah, Peter basically is addicted to television, and there are a lot of cutaway gags that are absolutely hilarious. I'll get to one of them in a little bit. But you can see there's Star Trek here. This is one of the shows. And there's William Shatner. His shirt doesn't really fit his body too well, though, but he actually, I think an older version of him appears. I think it's actually him because he moves around like him. But he appears later down the episode. For some reason, Peter calls him Bill, like at the end of the episode, but he's actually called William, not Bill. He's called William Shatner. I thought he said Will, but I listened to it. He says Bill, not Will. So I guess I don't know. I don't know why he calls him Bill. It's pretty funny though. It really is. This episode's really funny. It really is. There are a lot of great cutaway gags and all of that. It's really good. It's classic Family Guy. It's got really good cutaway gags. Now I think I'm gonna talk about another thing too. See, like in a second, hold on. Remember how I said one of the cutaway gags? This is one of the cutaway gags right here. Now, Scooby-Doo has appeared a few times on this show. I don't know how many times exactly. I've seen 3 of them. And this one so far is the best. Basically, they're solving murderers and stuff. It's really funny. It really is. For some reason, though, Scooby-Doo has a red collar, kind of like Scooby in the Cyber Chase, while Fred has a blue shirt instead of a white. You know, their costumes are kind of off a little bit. However, Daphne's is off the most. She's got red outfit. In my opinion, I think red looks better on her than purple. Honestly, it looks better. But yeah, it looks really funny. It really is. It's hilarious. It really is hilarious. But yes, it's actually pretty hilarious though. I really like it. But yeah, it's a good cutaway gag. It really is. Now the story is to also not only that Meg wants to learn how to drive, but Peter actually knocks out the cable transponder and all the cable TV is gone. And I guess Diane Simmons and Tom Tucker have a moment where they are blabbering on about stuff, you know, their personal stuff, kind of like people do in a diary. At one point, Tom, I guess, tries to spank Diane or something. It's pretty funny. I mean, it's really rare to see. Most of the time, you just see Diane Simmons and Tom Tucker fighting. But technically, here in this episode, they're actually really funny. I actually prefer this over them fighting and bickering at each other. I mean, now these days, Tom Tucker's an asshole. He really is an asshole. He's not a very likable character at all. He's an asshole. And spoiler alert, if you guys don't want to be spoiled, go to 10:05. Diane Simmons gets killed on one of the episodes. She's a murderer and gets killed. But yeah, I'm really upset about that, honestly. Oh yeah, the spoiler part is over, but yes. Because I don't know how to edit that yet, so yeah, I'm had to explain the time. But yeah, she gets. But yeah, basically though, yeah, I miss Diane though. She's no longer around, and yeah, it's not the same without her in there. But yeah, I do like their duo. I mean, I do like them here though. They're really funny. But yeah, basically, I guess Peter wants to spend time with his family. Unlike the last episode I mentioned, he actually wants to spend time with his family. And apparently his family gets so burned out they want to relax. So he goes out into a carnival without them, and I guess he wants to play in the rain with William Shatner. It's actually pretty funny too. I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious. Them dancing around in the rain. Now they end up getting hit by a car, but William Shatner dies because and the Star Trek guy who says "oh crap," he says "oh crap." He's like, I did not see that coming. That's the same guy. So basically, I guess he was planning on him dying or something. I don't know. It was pretty funny though. It really was. But yeah, this is a pretty good episode. Meanwhile, while that's going on, Stewie invents a device to get rid of broccoli forever because he's sick and tired of eating it. Boy, Stewie, I know how you feel. I hated my mother making me force me to eat food too. I hated that. I absolutely did. But so he's sick and tired of broccoli, so instead of, I guess, killing his mom, he decides to kill broccoli instead. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, if he kills broccoli, she's just gonna make him eat something else. I mean, I don't know. The device is pretty cool looking though. I'll show it off here. Hold on. But that's what his device looks like. It's a pretty cool device. I'm not gonna lie. It really is. But this is what I was talking about in my other video about Stewie. Like, I think he tries to disguise, like, this looks like a normal kid's toy where you push a button or spin that arrow around and it makes like a cow sound. That's basically what it does there. But yeah, the thing lands on freezing rain, and doesn't look freezing to me. I guess it looks more like rain, but I don't know. That's a pretty cool device, though. Yeah, Stewie's pretty smart here, even though he knows that killing broccoli won't solve his problem. I mean, a weather device won't kill broccoli, but it's still pretty cool he's able to do this. I wish I would see this more often. All we have now is the time machine. That's about it. He doesn't really make a lot of other, well, occasionally he will make devices, but not like this. They're usually to the road to road, episodes or something. But yes, it's a pretty cool device, though. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to add. I may have missed some stuff. I may have. I don't know. I could talk about Brian, I guess. Yeah, in the earlier seasons, especially season 1 mainly, Brian's kind of just like whatever. He doesn't have much of emotion. Occasionally in this episode, though, he'll be shocked. And also, when he says "don't move" to Stewie, he has like angry eyes. It goes by pretty quick. It's hard to catch it. But he doesn't look mad at all. He's just like, "don't move." He doesn't look annoyed or anything. See, now these days, Brian and Quagmire are both annoyed by stuff. Speaking of Quagmire, he does appear once in this episode. He does. Anywho, I think that's probably about it. What is this like episode good, bad, or meh? Well, it's definitely a great episode. I definitely really like this episode. I really do. I didn't mention this, I forgot to mention this, but Peter actually feels guilty for blaming Meg for breaking the satellite. I really like that. I really do. Because Modern Family Guy, well, I guess Modern Family Guy Peter kind of goes back to caring about Meg again, but for a long time there he didn't, which is really sad. Also, this is before, there were streaming platforms and stuff, so I like the message Lois gave about that TV is not bad. Well, this episode gives that TV is not bad. It's just nice to do other things besides watching TV. That's a great message. It really is. It's nice that, now apparently, there are streaming platforms and stuff now. People don't really have cable as much anymore. I don't like streaming platforms. I don't. I try watching Paramount and it keeps messing up because I'm having problems with the internet. So, yeah. I do kind of miss Dish and cable and stuff. Anywho, I think that's probably about it. If I missed anything, I may cover it again in the future. However, there is one last thing, and that's the score. I saved the score for the end because I'm gonna add another feature to the scoring. So, yes. I'm gonna add another feature to the scoring. So, if this phone stops, if it stops, then I'll make a part 2 to this. Anywho, I'll be back in a second.